Alright, May 6th, Saturday, NASCAR Xfinity Series at Talladega. They just went to commercial break. I think there's like 7 or 8 laps to go in the second stage, although realistically it's more like lap 43 or 44. But yeah, I'm just going to film this little mini screen they have in the top right corner of it, trying to observe these last 8 laps until the yellow is thrown. So it's Logano out front, Ty Dillon and Allgaier directly behind him, hogging both the inside and the outside lanes. In the second row behind those guys is Ryan Reed and Aric Almirola, a pair of Fords. Ryan Reed, in that 16, he won the season opening race at Daytona, so coming back to a track of this type of environment, it certainly has to help him out and help his confidence and help his abilities to try and stay up here, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. So just staying patient as he can behind the 3 of Ty Dillon. Behind him on the inside, there's also Michael Annett in the 5, Cole Custer in the 00. So it's a Ford Chevy that's for the top 3 as they cross the line once again on a gorgeous sunny afternoon here at Talladega, Alabama. Well, where I'm from, it's like 17 or 18 hours north of there. And outside, we just got this. That's all we got here in western New York. Yeah, but they got no issues with weather. Oh, geez, looks like Gaughan in the 60. Brendan Gaughan in 62 had to check up just a touch. I think Tyler Reddick also reacted to that, and he had to back out of the gas too in the 42 Chevy. But they're all keeping it in line pretty well. Looks like Logano, Ty Dillon, and Ryan Reed, they've gotten all in a single file line with each other. Ty Dillon and his brother Austin isn't competing in the race today. The number 2 car normally driven by him, there you see right there in the number 2 Rheem Chevrolet of Ben Kennedy. He's only making his second career start. Now they're getting back out to full screen. It's nice to have a volume mute on this. There you see 6 laps to go, but realistically it's like lap 45. And you see an onboard with Cole Custer in the 00. He's got the Haas Automation logo, the Simpson-made helmet, along with the Simpson fire suit, along with the real high-tech interior of these race cars. There we get out to the shot of the main pack. Ty Dillon trying to find a place to go. Ryan Reed's trying to find a place to go. They're all dancing really tight, but really carefully as well. There you see we're viewing from Ryan Reed's car. Ty Dillon, super close to him. Look at him wiggle and get loose. This is very intense stuff. There you see also on top of the leaderboard there, we did have a big wreck on lap 21, and it knocked out only a handful of guys, but it's a miracle it didn't take out any more. There you see Byron, Brandon Jones, Daniel Hemrick, and Spencer Gallagher. They got knocked out in that wreck, and Ray Black Jr. blew up a motor on lap 7, and he was the first casualty of the race. There you see we're back to 3 wide once again. Justin Allgaier in the yellow mayonnaise colored ride in the 7. He's trying to find his way into the top 5. Lap 47, 4 laps to go in the stage. Tyler Reddick's moved up into the 3rd position on the outside line. And also that yellow 90 car, Martin Waugh, up from north of the border in Canada. He's a regular in the Pinty's Canadian Series. Oh, geez, Allgaier's trying to shove his way onto the outside of Logano, and he's going to do so with success. But anyway, Martin Waugh having a nice run in the lead draft, trying to find any friends that he can race with so he can better his position for his very first Talladega race. Looks like we got lap traffic in the distance. Not quite sure who that is yet. Nope, here we go. Erik Jones in the number 20, the Joe Gibbs Toyota. Gonna try and make a 3 wide. He's got help from Casey Kane in that 88 car for Junior Motorsports. 3 more to go on the stage. Kane cannot get down to the inside line. Ryan Reed hogged that position for him. Allgaier's down to the inside. There's Joey Logano in the 22, the Team Penske Ford. Going down the low side, and it appears that it's the 74 of Mike Harmon, his home track race, but he's going to get swallowed alive by the pack if he doesn't pick a careful enough spot to move over. Looks like he's going to stay down low. Let's see how well these drivers get around him. Can Logano get around him safely? Man, they're really squeezing up really tight against each other, but it looks like they're going to get by him without any problems. But there is still 2 laps to go on the stage. Lap 49 coming up. And anything can happen, like that multi-car crash that happened at lap 21. It was 4 laps to go left in the first stage that it occurred at. So, maybe see if these guys can keep their pants zipped up well and be able to have a nice run. And look at that 18. That's Daniel Suarez. I'm not sure if he's still a lap down or not. He was involved in that big crash. Nope, it appears he is still 1 lap down, but he'll definitely be in position to get the free pass. Or if it was still sponsored by Aaron's, it would be the Lucky Dog recipient. But anyway, off of the 4th turn on this 2.66 mile super speedway, the biggest track on the series calendar. Ty Dillon's trying to find a place in line, same with his teammate Brendan Gaughan. Oh geez, Ryan Reed really got tied up alongside him. White flag. Well, not technically the white flag. Oh, Ryan Reed, he's turned. He's airborne. Brendan Gaughan is in it. Cole Custer, Martin Waugh, the pole sitter. Blake Cook. Oh, what a shame that is. Oh, geez, Chris Cockrum got tagged late. Custer's spinning. A lot of cars in it. Oh, there's Martin Waugh, the Canadian. He got a piece of that. It all started, to me, it looks like when Ryan Reed tried to duck out of line and maybe try and go for the lead. Oh, you see Eric Jones. No, I'm sorry, that's Cole Custer. But he's got a torn up 00 car. But anyway, Ryan Reed, he tried to duck up to the outside line. And I think that's what kicked it off. There you see a bunch of front end damage on Reed's car. Oh, and Blake Cook, he won his first career Xfinity Series pole today in that number 11 Leaf Filter Chevrolet. His single car team, Kaulig Racing. That was their very first pole too, but unfortunately their day is done. Also with Brendan Gaughan, Scott Lagacy's caught up in another wreck in the number 24. Looks like he's going to be knocked out of it too. That was pretty fantastic to see because Ryan Reed, the back of his car lifted up off the ground, but we'll take a look at this replay here. The 16 and the 62, those are the 2 key drivers to watch. Gaughan's trying to go low, Reed's trying to go low. They're all getting squirrely and antsy. Oh, it looks like it was a slight tap from Almirola that started it off. Oh, and Cook and Martin Waugh headed up into the outside wall really hard, and Waugh comes back down. Chris Cockrum, wrong place, wrong time. And also he slams into the 00 of Cole Custer. That white Haas Automation Ford. Oh, and Almirola just got a little bit onto the right rear corner panel of Reed's car, just a hair too much. Oh, there's a hard impact by Lagacy too. Didn't see that initially. There you see he taps him just a little bit on the wrong angle of the right rear of Reed's car. And look at this back end of that Lilly Diabetes Ford come off the ground momentarily. But those roof flaps, they're a great innovation that NASCAR's done over the years to help keep the race cars on the ground and not flip over backwards. We saw Matt Crafton do it at Daytona in the Truck Series earlier this year. But thankfully for Reed, he didn't go on his head, but sadly, he's normally a strong contender on the plate tracks. He won the very first race of the season at Daytona, and sadly it's not going to be a better outcome for him this time.